Hello, Summoner Wars fans and everyone. Welcome to a special stream. Colby is in another meeting. He's going to play the winner of this match, in which Nick Conley and I, Summoner Wars developer and faction designer, is my opponent as the Swamp Orcs, and I am Joe Ellis. I also work on Summoner Wars, and I am the High Elves. Nick, welcome to the stream.
Thanks, Joe. Let's do this.
So these guys are coming out next month. They'll be shipped to subscribers. They'll be launched on the app. We just finished previews, which Nick writes up for each of the factions. I think probably today was the last one posted, right?
That's right.
These are two factions who, usually in a pair we have one that's hyper aggressive. I wouldn't put tell me what you think, but I don't know if I'd put either of these factions quite in that category.
Yeah. So definitely the High Elves you have there have a more methodical, paced out gameplay where they got to get all of their aura effects and laws down at the right time. They can't really burst all of their stuff forward and keep that assassination potential high. I think they grind it out with value and try and get the upper hand with all of their equivalent abilities that they have going on.
Yeah, and then Muglug, to me, I mean, if you like Kaldak and the Fungal Dwarves, it's definitely... Not every growth will be this growth nature deck sort of thing will be this style, but these guys definitely are I call them garden decks, which is obvious.
Yeah.
Makes sense, actually, thematically even, for both Muglug and Kaldak.
Kind of the terms everyone in playtesting is using for the Swamp Orcs is you got to cultivate the swamp, which is get a bunch of boost on the board so Muglug can reap it up for all these different benefits. So there's all these swamp cultivation techniques you have with them. Right.
So they kind of would like to sit and, sit back a little bit. Like they don't mind going a turn or two, taking things slow, and it's kind of like with Kaldak a little bit on you. So how's it going?
We started early, just making sure that everything's working. Didn't mess anything up.
It's working. So Muglug uses those not for new units like Kaldak, but to be really good at attacking and other things too. But we'll see that as we go along.
Muglug's one of those superhero summoners where they have high attack power, high life, and they can block and multi-attack and just kind of do everything. So I'm definitely going to be trying for that with Muglug here. It's one of my favorite ways to play.
And so we've got a chat question. When will they be released on the app? Right now, the plan is, they will be released on the 8th, and that is when we will end Season 1 and start Season 2 as far as competitive play goes as well.
June 8th, okay.
Yeah, and right now, we're hoping to ship the decks 1 week later. Of course, we have less control over that. There are still details I'm working out with the season, so I know people have asked about what gets reset and how much gets reset, and because of the async games, it's a little tough to get all the details right, so I'm trying to make sure I do. But yeah, these guys will be in your hands in a couple weeks here.
All right,
so I'm first. Valeria can really wreck shop against commons in particular, because she can force one to her or just into position a couple times a turn, and that force itself can trigger greater engage. So I'd like to get her up in the action somewhat. For those who can see my hand, which is probably not Nick,
I'm not screen cheating. Nope.
Don't really have a great unit to summon, so I think I am just going to sort of charge forward here. So these guys are all about positioning. So this Justice, Arbiter of Justice, has great stats, gets damaged after attacking, but provides that to everyone around him as well. And so that's what 3 of the commons are. So these guys are good on defense, and they give everybody, not just their teammates, everybody, all the commons. So a lot of the beginner strategy, at least, is just getting into a good position where, like, if I have this Arbiter of Peace right here, I'm giving my guy some defensive help, but hopefully not your guys on your turn. So
that's right. Yeah, the Arbiter piece is a good one to hang back, and Justice is a good one to throw forward and make me deal with that atone.
Right. And the only thing I don't like is it's a little hard for Valeria to get positioned for the future, but that's okay. We'll take it easy and see what happens. Of course I can force, but don't want to get any closer. So yeah. Okay, that's build phase. That protects summoners. We're not going to do any of this stuff. We're actually going to keep it real simple. So, you'll see, he's going to hit this guy. Gets the kill. It's worth the damage for sure.
Oh, man.
And, that's pretty much going to be it. Man, I really need to make some magic. So, we're going to discard that. And let's also go with... I don't love this one for... This is the epic. I definitely want to keep that. But these other ones... Yeah, I mean, we could play the other copies of them. If I had to keep... Yeah, let's do the hard thing and get rid of both. Because we're going to get other copies, and you'll see those last a couple of turns. So, if you play them both, you end up with the majority of the game sometimes. Game sounds a lot louder than voice. Okay.
All right, so I noticed you didn't summon any commons, and I'm feeling very fortunate for that because I'm also not summoning any commons for no particular reason.
Let me know if that helped the sound in the chat. To turn things down a little. We're playing on the playtest app because it's not ready for public yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna get some Vine Gates down.
All right, so
lucky enough to pull 2 of those right off the bat.
Yeah, it's missing the heart. Colby replaced it, but I haven't fixed it yet. Yeah. So I'd love to get rid of those because those give free boost to whoever gets in there. Let's go, Colby. I mean, I think that person's around, so they're just kidding. But for anybody who wasn't here when we opened, I'm Joe Ellis. I am the web developer, the coder on Summoner Wars, and also work on Summoner Wars as developer, and I'm playing against Nick Conley, developer.
All right, so I'll go up to 5 magic and send it back to you.
Okay.
I gotta get some commons.
Okay, I'm really thinking that I am pretty happy with the fact that I saved up plenty for Cassia. Seems like she could do a good job here. I might just sort of keep it. I think I can be aggressive without really getting too many attacks actually in. So, I'm gonna crowd this a little bit. Bring up this Arbiter of Justice, and I guess Valeria in the Peace. Arbiter of Peace are still gonna hang back because I'm still hitting that Arbiter of Justice just like I want. So, alright. Man. Okay, well, actually, you know what? I gotta move left. Let's move Valeria up. Oh, and she could do force, but I don't need to. And build a gate.
Oh man, a forward gate.
Yeah. And yeah, so really happy about having Cassia at the end of the attack phase. She heals all the nearby commons within 2, right? Yes, so she's going to heal just my guy. So now the temptation. Yeah, we're killing a boost either way, either something from what would come out of the Vine Gate or what's on that guy. So yeah, end of attack phase. She heals that, and let's discard that. Plenty more of them coming. All right, I like this setup. It's all about these formations of having the right things within 2 with these guys.
Okay, let's see. I need to start crushing some stuff.
Yeah, you're all alone. You do have that couple Vine Gates to supercharge your boost economy.
Yeah, Vine Gates will really help out. I think especially I'm gonna get down Bog Witch.
Okay, so these guys, I'm gonna show their card. They can help Muglug get extra attacks. So Muglug, if it wasn't clear before, is like removes boost from nearby stuff to get attacks in. I guess I'm wondering where your shaman is. The shaman's really good at building up the boost, right?
Here's one right here for ya. Bog Shaman. These ones just gain boost up to 3 every time somebody moves near them.
We call them boost batteries in development because, yeah, they don't have a use themselves. They're just storing it for other people's use, basically.
That's right. Okay, so, and how about we just keep summoning stuff? I'll get a Drudger going. I'll play Emerge, the epic event. This one's so cool. So you can spend boost from your units to discount a champion. Hold up, I didn't click that right. Grab 2, I go to my discard pile, I'm going to put Glurp back into my hand.
Okay, yeah, so it's not, yeah, so it makes them cheaper, but you also get to retrieve them. So
yeah, you can get it from your deck or your discard pile. I like the discard pile because it's like you get another magic back, so... and then I'm going to hit you with a fake out. It was actually Splack this time.
So yeah, right. You just did it to get the guy back, but... All right, Splack. Simple abilities, but effective.
Okay, we'll get a little Muglug action there. We'll get the Witch there. Witch, now at 2 boost, can make a champion or summoner attack twice. So I got choices. Do I need another Splack attack? Do I need another Muglug attack? Who knows?
So this is in this matchup, this is smart. You're avoiding the punishment from a tone by not using a common.
That's right. The law doesn't extend.
And then Muglug has Far Strike, which is really nice. Gets that yeah, that one at least still has the toughness from the
this Far Strike on Muglug is one of those things that really makes the faction feel special. You get the power of melee, but with extended range, just blasting them with these Vine Whips. So I'm going to go for a Reap here. Muglug will spend a boost off the Bog Shaman to shoot for 4.
Okay.
That's a big 4.
Yeah, you know, use that Witch if you want to go again. Otherwise, I'm going to get some healing in.
I'm definitely using the Witch. I just got to decide who gets the bonus.
Gotcha.
Who should I attack with? I mean, I should probably go for the... Well, I got the Drudger backing up my Muglug there, so actually I think I'm going to go Splack attack and...
right. So, yeah.
Protect myself there. This is a really easy one to miss if you're not careful. The Mud Drudger can prevent all damage to your summoner if it's adjacent. So I really like having these on the back line, especially against a big chunky 3 melee coming in with the Justice. The Drudger picking up that is really useful. And they don't even get a magic for doing the attack if the Drudger discards itself.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and call it a turn. Do I want to build any magic? I think I think I'm doing okay.
Now,
Let's
one
see.
rules question I have, as far as how I did I code it right, is atone. After this unit attacks and damages a card. I think that if the Mud Drudger goes away, for sure, the correct thing is I should not have to atone. But I might have to.
know.
I might have to take a leap off the, a leap of faith to see if I coded it right.
That's above my pay grade. I don't know.
Okay, let's see. So I'm looking at these options. Man, I really want to get Valeria closer because this epic only works within 3. It's the best tool I have for taking care of Mud Drudgers and ruining their, ruining a big attack. But she's very far away right now. So, man, these commons are not. Oblige only works on a common, so man, you are really right now he's going full swamp orc with the summoner and a champion at the forefront, so
Yeah, none of the commons in swamp orcs are particularly good at combat. Either they have low stats for their costs. There's a lot of like these 2 range, which is only okay. Mud Drudger can hit hard, but it's got such low health that you're kind of just throwing them in there for 1 attack. They're never gonna pick up more than that. So
yeah.
You really want to get your DPS done with the summoner and the champions, which is a nice foil to the.
Now here's the flip side. I have things that are really good for commons,
and I won't benefit from them.
right?
Okay, Law of Liberty.
So
Granting the versatile.
Let me see. Oh, dang it. I really want to bring Valeria over to push up my Arbiter of Justice and attack twice.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
But that basically would mean I'm giving up the entire Law of Liberty just for that. I don't know if it's worth it. So Muglug also has the ability to heal.
That's right, there's regenerate. Another way to pick up those boosts and spend them on something valuable.
You know what, though? We do take care of a Mud Drudger if we do that. I can't really get... Oh, and maybe I could use this card to still get some good attacks in. Yeah, alright, we're not going to think about it too long anyway. We're just going to go with it because we're on the stream. So let's send this person up here. And we'll just do it. Also, Valeria just needs to be somewhere for the future where she could be a little bit more in the area.
Oh, man. Oblige is online.
Now is where I take the leap of faith and hope that my Arbiter of Justice survives this attack.
For science, Joe.
If not, then I got things I can do, I guess. It should
Stealth?
live because it's not going to do any damage. No! No! Alright, well, that was a failed experiment.
When damage would be added. It dealt the damage. Is dealing and adding damage?
No, I think it needs to be switched, so that's good. I mean, me and Nikki found a couple things to fix last time with the Wayfarers and Shadow Elves too. All right, well,
there's always something.
All right, well, we're just going a different direction, I guess. Let's focus on. Let's focus on killing this witch.
My Vine Gate.
1, 2, 3. Now I will say, I won't have anything to attack. Okay.
Thanks
it's
to the
tough.
toughness.
Oh,
Yeah,
I should have gone
baby.
after Splack. All right, does this person want to move somewhere? Sure, let's just arbitrarily block a gate. Yeah, so definitely don't need more of those guys.
Okay, my Mugwort got
I don't mind that draw. That draw looks
unscathed.
good.
I got unscathed on a technicality.
I mean, mostly I wasted the Law of Liberty. Other than that, I don't. The turn is okay.
Okay, so all this toughness, I would really like to punch through those with 4 damage at once, which would mean Muglug.
Yeah, the witch attack was a mistake. You are everyone. Waterdeep pointed out another reason in the chat. But you know what I do when I make a mistake? I just pretend that I did the right thing and then rolled badly. So that's what happened in my mind.
It was a calculated risk. Okay, let's get some more boost cooking. How about this witch? I gotta be careful with this witch. How about a shaman?
I would think Cassia is a big target here at the moment, but we'll see.
Ooh, versatile. Oh no, that's another instead of attacking, so I don't think I can get 2 boost
Instead
this turn.
attack.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So let's pull the witch back to safety. Do a little bit of swamping. Get the Muglug there. And my shamans are maxed out.
Wow. Yeah, you don't like to see that.
Splack, you're doing a pretty good job right there, unless... Who am I going after? What am I talking about? I wanted to defeat this piece.
Peace,
Let's
really?
throw Splack up there, a little Muglug there, a little Fog Shaman. No. Right there. Okay. I got a gate.
All right.
Block my side there.
Yeah,
So
that makes
my
sense.
goal here is for Muglug to destroy the Arbiter of Peace in 1 shot.
All right, so you're rolling 3. 4 is...
Make that 5.
Just making sure. Okay.
Boom!
2 of 5 is, pretty unlikely.
All right. The dice are on my side there. Splat going after Cassia. Let's stop this healing nonsense.
Right. Not too bad
A little
there.
bit.
Happy with a miss.
Ooh, versatile. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, so you should be able to remax the shamans probably with that.
All right, yeah, we'll grow you up there. We'll do all our entwining, and this shaman honestly can just do a little bit of flank blockage on Splack, and then it's the magic phase yet again.
Yeah, so that's the whole challenge with playing the High Elves, is making sure that everything you do benefits you more than your opponent. So with that Law of Liberty, I failed. But man, now I have all kinds of fun options.
Yeah, that's the spirit water, D. I did the wrong thing, but if I did the right one, I'd probably roll bad anyways.
Exactly.
It all comes out the same.
That's kind of what the same thing I do. All right. Man, would love to showcase. This is a showcase game of these factions. I'd love to showcase this dictate ability and the greater engage and the epic, all of that stuff. So, man, we should be able to just wreck these shamans. Our goal here is to tear apart this garden. We're gonna be, what's a real pest in a garden? Rabbits.
Rabbits are pretty obnoxious.
You can tell I've never actually done a garden. Just children's books is where my info comes from. Let's see. All right, so man, Valeria can wreck them pretty good. And then we'll just bring in this. Surely this guy's going to be useful versus either Muglug or Splack.
Ooh, the Arbiter of War. Debut appearance.
Yes, so has +1 strength, which the printed it's 2 strength, and just because it's strong it looks like 3 now. But all the commons get it all around nearby.
Where's your other commons?
Yeah, I don't have any. That's just for a plain 3/3 at the moment. All right. Well, let's do this. Valeria here. And we will... Oh, let's see. This is the trick. Oh, that's right. I've got oblige. Yes. Okay. So we will send you away.
It's always tough for Valeria to get the double dictate turn, but oblige is the secret for getting that done, I would say.
Right.
She's really got to be in the mess of things to force something away and have another thing to attack.
Right. For Cassia, man, it'd be nice if I could pull that down. I can pull them both down. This is within 3, right? Oh, yeah. So, I don't think I can destroy them all. That's the only thing. Unless... Undo. Forget Splack. Who needs Splack?
I need Splack.
I want to kill all this boost. Alright. Force away.
What's going on?
Alright. Now, here we go. We're going to play an oblige. Well, let's do the thing that... Let's start with... let's attack on Splack here. Alright, now we're going to play oblige. And we're going to get this person here.
No! I need those.
And then... let's go ahead and just do that attack. See what happens. Oh, he's
nailed
dead.
it. Okay.
So it feels like overkill to use another oblige on that bog shaman. I could use it to protect Valeria instead. Right now she could be hit on 2 sides quite easily. Yeah, I'll do that. Once again, I don't know. Not gonna take all day on these, so. Alright, I wanna keep that. And I think I gotta say goodbye to this guy. Now the question is, what win record is at stake here? Because Colby's record of 13 and 29 is on the screen. Does he get credit for a win or a loss? Depending on, is it about who's in the chair? I don't know.
It's whatever Colby put money on.
Yeah, Oblige is basically Tom for first edition. That's a great point. Except it's in a context where, you don't feel like a sucker for playing commons in the first place.
I think it's time to emerge yet again. Whoops. We're going into the draw pile this time for old Blub.
So probably I just saved you a whole magic by not using oblige on that bog shaman, but oh yeah, so aggressive. He is aggressive and he's very good for his first turn as a result.
You know what? Forget it. I'll do a different one. I don't have enough movements. So instead, we're gonna say no summoning necessary. We're going superhero Muglug.
right. You can get 2 attacks in. Oh, but you undid your aggressive guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No blub here.
He'd be hanging out there if you summoned him, whereas Muglug's well protected.
Can Bog Shaman do it with 3 range?
Once again, failing to benefit from my own abilities more than you.
Oh, that was devastating. That lets Black attack Cassia.
Yeah, that Cassia is the victim of that result. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Send in some reef damage.
We see some misses. 5.
Big hit. Witch.
Ay.
Send it in for another attack.
Wow, there's something about the chair, I think.
There we go. Cassia, not quite defeated
Oh
yet.
my god, I can't believe he's in the chat. Is that even real, though? This could be an imposter. I need some evidence that is the real Brian Bikey.
I recognize that name from the old podcast, but I don't think I've actually met alleged Brian.
I don't know if I believe it. We'll wait to see if the evidence comes in. All right. Oh boy, that was a disaster. That was a huge disaster.
I'm a little exposed myself, but I think I got you enough on the back foot that you won't be able to go all in on punishing it.
Yeah, all right, I have some advantages here. Can I hit? All right, so if we bring this here, Cassia's kind of dead. It's not much to do
Water
about
D
that.
saying Oblige seems fun. Favorite card of the deck so far? Yeah, it's a really good epic.
So the deck is about using more auras than the opponent, but you're not doing that. Interesting. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is this.
The
Miss
attendant
my
priest.
window here. Right? Yeah. I've got what I've got.
They can be summoned next to arbiters and heal up commons.
So let's see. Anywhere I could put that to keep me safe? Nah, not right now. All right. So the big thing is we're gonna play the Law of Loyalty.
Ooh, nice setup for that.
We'll see if this one can benefit me more than you.
Commons have +1 strength while adjacent to summoners, yours or your opponent's. So
Right. You could just charge in.
charge in or defensively having them block like you are. Very nice retaliation turn there.
Ooh, I'd rather have Cassie get that result, but yeah, I mean,
Ooh, not quite.
so my priest is tough. That's what I have going for me here. Other than that, this could be the end of the game if Nick wants to risk it. Let me see. What's my total magic left here?
see.
Ooh, we got a lot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got a lot of magic left in the drop pile, so we're gonna say goodbye to both these cards. All right. As evidence, Brian posted some sort of emoji.
All right. We'll send in Blub here this time, making full use of his rush ability. We'll be able to reach that attendant priest.
Now, is that going to be with Muglug to finish the job?
Oh, I can try.
That's a lot of exposure.
I'll need to get down another common for some boost, so I'll throw a Vinemancer in there. This Vine Gate putting in work there.
Yeah, it
Pulling
is.
2 boosts this turn. Sending the Muglug.
Wow.
We'll put the Vinemancer like right there. Yeah.
So you're saying that you don't have a witch. You're not going to have a double attack.
No double attack
Okay.
here. And I'm counting on Blub to punch through the toughness.
If Blub even just goes 3 to 5, this would be pretty bad for you.
Yeah, I want to.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I feel like I'm losing, but
try it out. It's dramatic. Blub, attack. Joe, what'd you do to the code?
I like it. The thing is,
with the melee dice results on the back end, just when you needed it most.
The thing is, Valeria is not probably the person to do 10 attack, 10 damage in a turn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Okay.
There's no way you can get another boost there, right?
Oh, if I had so.
Right, if you had so, an event we haven't seen yet, that could have still given you at least like a 4 for 4 kind of a chance.
Okay, we'll take the boost off Blub and just make sure this priest sees the end.
Right. It's only protected in 1 attack, so.
And I could do my Vinemancer here.
That's a good point, Waterdeep, about the auras. I'll definitely add that. Yeah, Brian Bikey, who claims to be in the chat right now, he was, I met him when I went on the Summoner Wars forums, and I said, hey, I'm going to be at this little Buckeye Game Fest in Columbus, demoing Mice and Mystics, which isn't out yet. Anybody want to come and just stay at my apartment and help me? And he did that.
Wow.
And before too long, he was doing all kinds of stuff. Doing a Summoner Wars podcast with Frank, I think, right? That was Frank and Brian, and then on staff, and we were on staff together. All the start of it was, or at least his first, interaction in person with me was at Buckeye Game Fest Mice and Mystics demo. Okay. And just going for it. Staying with a stranger. All right, let's see. So Valeria has a lot of options here, but cannot push around your guys much right now with Dictate because you've got all your champions and summoners forward.
Oh yeah, pretty nasty front line there. Blub let me down big time.
And I really got to be careful with Valeria to not accidentally die. And I've got 4 magic to spend, so I could do 2 of these units. So, focus on punishing Muglug or taking care of. Man, it's hard to do it all right now. Really hard. Yeah, so yes, Brian's also a coffee guy, and as mentioned in the chat, and now Colby and I in the office here just we just use the old drip Dunkin' Donuts. It's pretty sad state of affairs compared to when Brian was in the office. Man, I'm stalling because I don't know what to do. Okay, I do have this.
Chat, what's your favorite new card from this release you've seen so far? I would like to know.
All right, so what we're going to do, Valeria is just going to tuck her tail in. And then we're just going to get in position for some solid attacks here.
All right, a nice escape.
Yeah, so let's also... I mean, the Swamp Orcs aren't really like a reach kind of faction, but I might just be extra careful right now.
Yeah, they got to play relatively honestly. If you give them an inch, they take a mile, but they can't get that inch themselves, I don't think. In playtesting for a
no,
while.
now I
Ooh.
got to think about going 4 for 4 on Blub, I mean. Brub and Blub, how do they both exist?
They're cousins. They're orcs. I don't know. Getting some votes for Vinegate in the chat as their favorite new card. Yeah, Vinegate's really solid. It's always fun to do these super gates as an event, and just like what's a good way that a faction could take advantage of an extra gate. And
I'm going to take my luck and run with it here, by the way, and attack Blub. Let's see if the luck continues. I get a 4 for 4.
oh my gosh, love you piece of trash. This game did 1 damage and died. Worst Blub in history.
So now this 5 strength feels like such a waste on Splack. But at the same time, if you happen to be holding and he regenerates to heal, I'm slowing you down. Although, what's Muglug's starting life? 12 or 13? 13, right?
13.
So you can maximize one of those already.
Yeah, Regenerate can heal up to 3 wounds from a champion or a summoner.
This is
by spending 3 boosts.
This is up to 5 damage. I'm not turning that down.
Yeah, that'll put me on the back foot for sure. Man, blasting me. Okay.
Oh man, now I gotta think about this. What's my total magic cost left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14. Oh, so much still. If I get
What
rid of...
happened?
I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Alright, that's good. That's a decent draw. Even if it's the right play to attack the 1 life, it just feels indecent. Yes, it does. I mean, especially with the strong on it as well. And the fact that it was going to atone. Yeah, I was able to escape. I mean, you still got your 2 Muglug attacks on Valeria. It's not like...
That's true.
You had contingencies to make sure.
All right, we got to put Muglug in a bit of a safer position here and rely on good old Splack. Look at this Tireless coming in clutch here. Sneak right in there, and now we got a double witch sandwich with Splack ready to go.
And your witch can, yeah, wow, yeah, you should be able to kill maybe everything.
What the heck? These witches have 4 strength? What's going on? The Arbiter of War and the Law of Loyalty.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't use it because I had to run away.
Okay.
You can see it. It's not necessarily intuitive to use these events in particular to your advantage.
We're just gonna go augment.
Interesting. Okay, so you're gonna
Black.
you're leaving the Arbiter piece alone and
I'm not confident in my range dice there. I'd rather just get the most out of Splack here.
That was going to take 2 attacks guaranteed. I had 4 life left. Is that what it was?
I would have to go 4 for 4 to take down that piece, and
oh yeah, it's tough. Yay!
Just not feeling that. So instead, just using my Splack there, and then we're gonna get a regenerate on Muglug, heal up for 2. Pretty good.
Okay.
1 attack left, nothing to do. What's this Arbiter of Peace hanging out in there? Absolutely trapped by gates.
I totally forgot about that one.
We've been a little distracted. All right, how's the econ looking? I got 9 cards in my draw pile to 2.
Yeah, I mean,
so I definitely can't throw this game away with any exposure. I'm grinding it out for value now.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the table. You're in great shape as well. So, yeah, I mean, the comment is just biding its time. I remember, playing Capture the Flag in youth group growing up, and just having the whole church to run around in, and that's what you sneak by, and then you're hiding in a dark corner for most of the game until your moment comes.
Ugh, devastating.
Let's see. Welp, I think that I am mainly... I think I'm going to be pretty basic here. No.
Honorary Wayfarer down there, that Arbiter of Peace.
Yes. Man, I really want to get an attack in before I give tough to that witch. Dang it. Oh, okay, maybe I could do something like this. Put this guy here. Unfortunately, I think what I'm having to resort here to is probably going to be too inefficient, but you know what? What the heck? Let's throw in some Law of Liberty. That helps make it efficient.
Ooh, all right. You got the artillery going now.
So...
Oh, my witches, no.
So right now, neither of those witches have tough. Which, yes, we should definitely do the icons on those. Also, the playtest app doesn't have the ellipses for too many abilities. Alright, so let's do versatile here. Be great to get lucky. Okay, didn't happen finally.
That's okay. That was just pushing through the tough there. No big deal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So that one does have tough, but it doesn't matter now. All right, then we'll have
the
this.
versatile works pretty nicely with that tough. If you happen to be giving tough to your opponent, versatile helps you push through it and get the damage past it.
I wish I could afford to attack the gate with my other Arbiter of Peace, but I'm going to have to do this instead. Alright, don't need to play anything there. And we're going to get 3 attacks in. So this only has 1 target. There we go. No tough for that person. Alright, could get a shot at Muglug, potentially.
Alright. Blessed by the dice.
Well, it's been, that evens it out. Man, that witch really withstood so much.
Just dodging left and right. I somehow ended up in this strange board state of everything smushed on the left.
I don't think there's any way this card helps me more than Nick, so I'm getting rid of it. And who knows if I'll ever be able to gain as much magic as I've got left.
Okay, what do I do here? My commons are so wimpy.
Yeah, Waterdeep. I'm sure it's tough to be a fish on stream, especially with factions I'm not expert with. So yes, I'm sure but I'm happy with how that turn went outside of the dice.
That's pretty solid. Unintentional donkey stack, yeah. I've just ingrained it into my play style. It's very, very organic for me.
Yeah,
that's.
I do feel like these commons are just sitting. I mean, they all have tough. That's the good thing. But otherwise, they're sitting out here with. It's the opposite of a donkey stack. They're all here to be destroyed all at once potentially.
Okay, let's see. What do I even do with this weird situation? All this toughness and a bunch of weak commons. I just want to blast you with more Muglugs. So let's get a boosted witch. The Vine Gate just so useful for the witch.
You've got a lot of life now.
They take 2 turns normally to boost their augment ability unless you summon them from a Vine Gate or give them a boost with which is an event we haven't played yet.
That Vine Gate has been your best card for sure for this
game.
Yeah. I don't. You'd have to go watch the replay to see how many boosts it's generated.
Okay, so what? Yeah, it's been a lot of boost. I really like them on this second row here. I've made a habit of summoning Vine Gates on the second row off to the side there. I don't know if it's right or not, but I just feel feel myself doing this
I
a
mean,
lot.
this is a great showcase for that idea.
Okay. Man. And I can't even like vine pull the priest out of the toughness range because you got another toughness over there. So Muglug needs to get in range.
If you force it with the Vinemancer, yeah. That's right. I have Vinemancer proofed my priest's toughness.
Yeah, everything's so tough.
You could just kill the Arbiter of Peace. That would be the other way.
Yeah, Muglug's gonna have to get in there. Bog
Love
Shaman.
It's my only chance. Yeah, maybe you're right, though. Maybe if you don't, I would start winning trades and I could, actually afford all this stuff in my hand.
Yeah, I'm looking at like my 2 range commons against abortive toughness. I'm like, that would be like a wasted turn.
And once on my turn, I can just back up, basically. So.
Oh, geez. I don't know if I should be doing this, but... let's go after Arbiter of Peace. No reap. Yep, okay. And
all right. That was the best. Can't do better.
Then we augment to blast it again. No reaping. We picked up the trade. Now I should think, okay, do I even bother attacking, or should I make use of this versatile in some way? And I think I'll do a versatile just to generate some boost. That's a pretty good trade-off, I would say. So let's wiggle the Vinemancer right there, get some boost. Anyone I want to vine pull? I don't think so. What's the range on that? Any 3 spaces? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but generating boost is always something worth doing. And I'm just gonna slow roll it on magic. No, I'll build 1. Yeah, I'll build 1 for no reason.
3.
Back to you, Joe.
You have some kind of champ. I don't know. You probably got. Did you get the verse? Did you get the relentless, tireless guy back? And I forgot.
Who knows? It's a mystery.
All right, so you guys see what I've got to play with here. I need to work towards the big summon. That's what is going to be a shame if I summon these guys, but if they can make some magic this turn. Don't love leaving Muglug alone, but
I haven't seen Titus the Devout yet. I'm wondering if you saved him or built him for magic, because that is a powerful champion.
You will have to wait and see.
Oh no.
Let's see. Do we need this unit to get what I need done? If the new guy pops out here and
any deck builder players out there? You see any new cards that you want to build decks around? I've been a big fan of the Vanguards and deck building now that High Elves are out.
All right, here's what we're doing.
Oh no, Arbiter of War.
Valeria still controlling the battle from the back lines to try to get some kills here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And
nice force there.
And meanwhile, we will...
Vinegate and Savannah Elves. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Are you sure? Meanwhile, we are going to hopefully pick up 2 magic. I got to go 2 for 2. I didn't have time to back... I didn't have enough moves to back up. Did I? Right? I was out of moves, right? Yes. So...
oh, that witch.
I have to go 2 for 2 to kill it, which would just be really nice just from the perspective of getting the magic. Oh, if that... or I could try to go 2 for 2 versus the other one. So it's not any better, really. Because that Arbiter of War could be down on the other side of Muglug, but I don't think it does much good. 2 for 2, come on!
No! I keep my witch.
Alright, well, at least give me this one, please. Alright, I'll take it.
Alright, you earned that one. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
3 big ones on Muglug.
Let's say that hypothetically, I did have Titus. Just hypothetically, it's a long road for me to be summoning him. And
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Sarah in deck building, I'm going like Arbiter of Peace and Cassia and I think Law of Liberty. And you just like build the Citadel Knight infinite tank line. It's pretty strong.
I mean, I already think Sarah is higher in the rankings list in deck building than base deck, just because of the advisors more than anything. Really help her get stuff done. But yeah, I haven't tried with these cards.
All right, let's go blub mode again.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, this is all inevitable. I shouldn't take too long on my turns because I'm too far behind here.
Here he comes. We'll go up the side. And I'm not out of it yet. Let's see. Financer. Some growing.
I needed to maybe be in a position to just try to kill one of those witches and have these commons be in a more protected position. Because I need them to kill a few things over the course of a few turns.
True.
Oh, because I don't want to have to summon that right now. I don't want to give up. I want to make 3 magic and have that be the 4th. That is not going to be easy to do. I guess I could really... I'm definitely not doing the summon here right now. I can get that Arbiter of Peace up to 3 spaces, but seems unnecessary. Probably best to stay there. So, but that priest isn't going to be able to kill anything. Let's just bring it here. Oh, guess what's going to get to attack, though? My other Arbiter of Peace.
Oh my gosh. No, my gates.
I guess this one might as well back up. And
stop the toughness.
Like to maybe move Valeria. And I don't know, I guess see what you do with Blub. Let's see. Alright, let's do it. Yes. You are not tough, witch. Not anymore.
Okay, picked it up.
That's not the same witch that took like 7 dice and survived earlier, is it?
It might have been. There was 2 of them there, I can't remember. Ooh, total whip on Blub.
But now...
The master plan.
It begins. All right. Well, that Arbiter of Peace is in the other. Well, I guess both of them are in decent positions to keep giving me output.
Okay, I only have so many moves right now. I need to just put the pressure on with Blub. Blub's just going up there.
To be honest, yeah, I mean, it's kind of my only hope, even though it's probably what you should do, is try to, have Valeria win toe with Blub. She can't, though, because she can't dictate him.
Yeah, that'll be tough. Tough battle for her. Okay. We'll get another Bog Shaman. I'll put some Vinemancer action there. Hold up. Yeah.
Oh, so the Vinemancer could pull something in, huh?
And she is going to.
You could actually attack Valeria with Blub, right? With if that Vinemancer had charged forward and.
No way. No, they can only pull toward. It would.
Yeah, but if the Vinemancer crowded the gate, could you have reached the gate with the Vinemancer, or was it?
It's only during the attack phase, so you can't like slingshot things forward. We had that in playtesting for a bit though, unless there's something I'm not seeing.
If the Vinemancer walks up and crowds the gate, then moving Blub one forward. Oh, because he has to move first. I see what you're saying. Yeah, good point. Then at that point, the force is not towards the Vinemancer.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely a time where Vinemancer was less restricted by stuff like that and was the best common in the game. But we've since toned it down. And I think it landed in a really fun spot.
You know what would be really great? Just a magical pre-survival. Didn't happen.
We're mowing things down, and we're gonna just make sure no nonsense happens. Muglug, regenerate.
Oh.
And I'm down to my final hand.
Yeah. So let's see. Vinemancer is going to take a couple turns. Valeria can only do 2. I don't think there's any choice. I think I need to bring in the Arbiter of Justice, even though I want to save up my magic. And I think I even need to sort of hang him out there so he can have a chance to kill something next turn. Yeah, that one doesn't need to move, so. Meanwhile, getting closer.
Here comes the Arbiter of Peace.
You know what? I could. Well, let's do what we know we're gonna do first. All right. Well, getting within range of killing it. This is definitely happening.
All right, Blub taking a beating.
That's good. He needed to. All right. Well, on our way. In fact, Valeria could possibly get the job done alone now. Now I'm thinking maybe move this over because I kind of need you to attack and get unlucky so that he can kill stuff. That Bog Shaman, yeah, and the Bog, yeah, we're just going to do that. I'm not going to totally explain it. Might not be the best, but it's what I'm doing.
Okay. How about... that justice needs to go down. So we'll boost up and get Muglug this way.
Okay.
All right, I think I'm safe enough. So we will start just chucking the damage in. Yeah, how about some...
Yeah, you're pretty safe.
We'll do some reap.
I think you have a decent idea of what I've got left here. And if it was something that costs 1 magic, it's not going to be enough. Ouch.
Oof, blood blasting.
That was always going to be possible.
All right, the end is nigh.
All right, so you got 2 magic left, so you might just be able to... Oh, well, Valeria can move around and be somewhat safe. That's within 2 spaces, right? So that Arbiter of Peace can't be forced anywhere useful. All right, now Arbiter of Peace. What is your target? I don't think it's Mugleg, because it's kind of pointless to worry about that for now. I think it's just to stay there and attack the gate and work on getting the magic from a safe position. Alright, anyway, none of this matters if I don't go 2 for 2. Yay!
Ooh, bye, Blub. Again. You were a little bit better the next time around.
Oh, come on. Alright, that's so that we're going 2 for 2 here. That was the
Right,
reason
yeah,
there.
flush the bad dice out.
Alright. Still, these Arbiters of Peace in this matchup are really tough for your comments to deal with.
Okay, come on. There's got to be a way to reach Valyria here. But perhaps not.
Yeah, I think as far as difficulty playing these factions in the chat, I don't know. There's your skill level and there's your opponent's skill level. So Nick's doing a great job of, seeing the opportunities. Usually a new player against the High Elves doesn't see all that, So
We're going gate busting.
love it. Love to see it.
Augment. Come on. Get it done. Okay. Good job, Shaman.
Alright, let's see. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not really enough. There's not enough. Let's see. I guess let's try to kill stuff and hope for a miracle.
I could always go zero hits for the next turn.
And I guess we'll start going after Muglug. What the heck? Alright, let's get this kill.
Oh my gosh.
Now this doesn't
Which
matter.
is guaranteed
Yeah.
defeated.
Alright, wow, okay, now you're in trouble.
Okay. Now we gotta make it as cool of an attack as possible. So we're going
Yeah, how much can you reap?
maximum reaping.
Unlike Chant of Power, Reap has no ceiling. I mean, the ceiling is how many units can possibly be within 3 spaces that are boosted.
Muglug, go! 1, 2, 3, 4. What a cannon. GG, Joe.
Good game. Good game. That was a good demonstration of High Elves and Swamp Orcs, for sure.
Yeah.
I failed to get more out of my stuff a little early on, and then I think I settled in the mid game. But yeah,
It was a good recovery there. Backing Valyria out and setting up some really good auras there with the extra damage and the toughness.
these are 2 factions that are going to have people thinking. I hope that everybody's happy with that. I know that the core players in this chat will be. I hope that the more casual players feel the fun too. I think anything that grows like that is pretty intuitive for people as far as like, oh, of course, more boost is good. And you have plenty of uses for it, so...
Yeah, Swamp Orcs really ended up as one of my favorite factions. They're my number 3, actually. I love them. They're very cool.
So what, with Sand Goblins and Wayfarers?
That's right.
So just to reiterate what we said early on, Season 1 is going to end and Season 2 will begin when these guys are launched, which is going to be June 8th. So I know I'm like 2 or 3 stars back of Diamond Crown myself. I still need to post the details as far as what resets, what doesn't reset, and also like the days because of the asynchronous games. Still need to figure out for sure. But what happens when the season resets? I'm gonna have to post and figure it out. So that I've been reading everybody's arguments, and there's, not everybody's gonna get what they want, but I appreciate all the opinions. And I need to think about all the options. Talk about it with Nick and Colby too. See what they think. But yeah, the 8th will be the day, and we'll post like the nitty gritty for people who care. Before the end of the month here at least. So, but I mean, for sure, one thing that'll happen is there will be a season overall champion. There will be people will get for being in the top 10. I think will get the top badges for the
I'm pushing back for Sand Goblins. I'm at number 3 now. I was knocked out for a long time, but I'm pushing. So after a couple weeks into the season, I changed it so that for any particular Elo ranking, you start with a 200 deduction, and I think you get 4 points for each game played for like your first 10 games or something, and then you get 1 point for your next 80 or something. So you can, there's a small benefit up until you get to 125 games, I think, where you boost. Okay. So that's probably what you needed to do. Yeah, was just pile in the games to get to that threshold. Some more games.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just get to that threshold. Of course, for all of our players ranked in the overall top 15, that's way past mattering, and it's just raw Elo. But
well, while we're here, is there you want to do a little Q&A on anything Summoner Wars? If chat's got any questions about dev or whatnot, fire away.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I need to figure out details as far as how much resets and what are the windows as far as games played in the season. So can't really answer that because I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, anything else? I always think our dev workflow is just really fun, and people would be very interested. At some point, we should do some brainstorming on the stream because it's so collaborative between the 3 of us, me, you, and Colby.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes people ask like, well, who really designed this faction? And really, almost outside of Wayfarers, it's like so collaborative. Like,
definitely,
you kind of had you took a couple iterations, but they were very locked in. And then the thing is that once they're in the full play testing, you're doing a lot of the lifting. And then, of course, and that's once you kind of came on, which was the tail end of Phoenix Elves and Tundra Orcs.
Yeah.
It's crazy, though, so how it's really the 3 of us going through it, and people didn't even ask directly there, but they've asked before, and it's one of the cool, I think it's one of probably all of our favorite things, I know, for me and Colby, to just spitball these factions and work on them together. And
yeah, I really like those conversations, and it's good to hear what Colby values in the game and what kind of characters and faction concepts he wants to see there. And
yeah, for sure. Yep. I haven't seen any questions, but this is super fun. I'm really happy to step in anytime Colby's unavailable. So
yeah, Summoner Wars has just been getting more and more fun the more we put into it. I've been really enjoying my games on the live server.
Yep. Yeah, factions looking forward to the most. I don't know. They've all been so great lately. Like we haven't. I don't think we've missed. We've got the Forged, which is a mechanical faction, going into play testing.
Started play testing, yeah.
So they're the one where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not sure if they're good enough yet, but like the other ones that are on tap have all gotten to the end. Any regrets? And I have, of course, there's a million little things I would love to change about cards. Like, for example, I think we have some cards in development now that are events with boost. Oh, even in the Crimson Order has one where it's like that the boost means that event is going to stay there until you use it. And I just think, oh, that's what Holy Judgment should have been, you know? Like,
yeah.
Oh, you should just, until they kill your stuff, you have the +1 strength. That's one that I was thinking about lately. Like, oh, dang it. It's like especially with the master set, you think of the right version of the card later, but that's not what our card updates are about. Our card updates are about bigger picture kind of ideas. Those little things, there's always going to be, even in new decks now, there's always going to be little things we want to change.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a good thing that we have those feelings because it means we've been growing as a dev team. We're like, oh, we know how we would do it now after everything we've learned, which just means the stuff we keep coming out with are going to be built with those lessons learned. So I'm okay with it, honestly.
Yeah. That's reality.
Perfect right away. Yeah.
That's a fantasy. But yeah, no, Holy Judgment is still strong, but it's more of a like a psychological satisfaction of like knowing you designed the perfect version of something.
Yeah, I always like to push for those moments where I'm like, oh, this card feels just very snappy, well designed, and you're excited to see it every time. All those kind of emotional qualities I really value in card design.
Yeah, mass heal. Yeah, mass heal is pretty situational now.
Yeah. Healing's a tough one to get right. I mean, I wasn't around for the master set play testing, but even when we were toying around with healing in the high elves to some degree, it's like, oh yeah, you can really see how this can get out of hand and make things uncomfortable.
Yeah, I really like the nice paced version of it we have in the high elves with the common that just does it very easily, but obviously can just do it once with the priest. Yeah. And then with Cassia, it's really quite powerful, but it's very flat, 1 per unit per turn. And then obviously there's also making it the positional thing where you could benefit your opponent. So making it as consistent and as easy as possible, but just having a natural bottleneck to it.
Yeah. Yeah, healing is exactly what Waterdeep's saying here. It can be very problematic and hard to design. I think that is because it goes against like forward progression of these games where like health matters. It's threatening to rewind progress, and if it ever does that too effectively, more than the game can move forward, is where you can really bump into some issues.
Yeah, I mean...
With that being said, the Crimson Order has a summoner all about healing, and I'm very pumped about the Crimson Order.
In theory, to me, in my mind, perfect game design theory is you want each move to bring you closer to the end of the game. Mm-hmm. But that's like in theory. In practice, it's too much fun to have stuff like recursion and healing to leave that out of a game. And so we've crept towards like things still seem to progress from what we could tell with everything we've designed, it
we have an inevitability baked into the game, so it it can't go on forever, but even then you don't want it to go on too long. But it gives us the range of faction design where, oh yeah, this faction is like a value attrition build, which can feel really good when you make those aggro decks run out of steam and then they're just overwhelmed in the end game. That's very satisfying for some like faction preferences or play styles. So
Yeah,
I'd say Crimson Order, that I tend to be like more of an aggro player, but I still find Crimson Order really satisfying. Just the way they can grind out games and get to these end states where it's like the cult has been assembled and you are completely outmatched in the end game with just a board full of cultists.
Outside of Kaldak, I feel like what I'm seeing in competitive play is it's outside of Kaldak, the most common strong games are often with very aggro decks, and it's a game where you want to creep your summoner out, but if you make one mistake, you're in big trouble at the high levels.
Yeah, give them an inch, they take a mile. For sure.
So I don't think we've gone too far on healing and recursion.
Yeah, and I think because you can do so much in a turn of Summoner Wars, you can oftentimes combo to get those like really big plays that get stuff done, and it's harder to play reactively and defensively. So you can kind of see lessons learned with that, like with the Maldaria errata we're testing right now, where it's like, okay, what should we really expect from a defensive ability to get the job done in ways that it will actually be something you can count on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think there was anything that could attack through something, period. when Maldaria was released.
Yeah, I think Cloaks debuted it, and then Avians did it, and
the Breakers
and
Breakers existed, and you had, Goblin, you had Enraged and things like that, but so it's not like she was perfectly protected, but now I wonder if in the chat on a stream a different day I mentioned my idea for a draft format that would just be for private games, and the one thing I would worry about that is with inevitability. Are there combos, because it would break deck building rules that would give some infinite economies? I don't know, because it's the idea of you pick like 3 summoners and 6 champs and 8 commons and 6 events, and you put them out there, and you and your opponent do a snake draft picking them. And you just make a deck out of whatever, and I think it would be super fun. But I'm not sure. I'm also not sure. I've also thought about, or even talked about in the chat, I think, like endless modes, where for the week we have like a set of commons that are just dashing at you. And I'm not sure it'd be really fun to deck build against that. But I also wonder if there's combinations of commons that could just make it so that you could play forever.
Yeah.
Where you can protect and heal your stuff and just keep eating through the commons. So
yeah, as long as there's a card for an opponent's card to attack, you can take another turn.
Right. So yeah, this is super fun. I think, I guess it'll be Colby versus Nick tomorrow on the stream, since Nick won today. So,
all right.
We will
is
not
it the same matchup?
give Colby a loss. I think that's the idea, is we're doing it for 2 days straight. So
cool.
So I'm guessing, yes, like a Horde version of the game, as the chat says. So yeah, we won't punish Colby's loss record here with my loss, so...
Right on.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. Super fun.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.